Welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis. In today's episode is the SummerSlam review. I was thinking we could have done like a separate video for each night, like how we did for WrestleMania, but I was like, you know what? We may as well just consume both nights and just do it all in one, just so it's there.
It's not WrestleMania. You don't deserve two nights.
I was actually going to ask you your thoughts, but we probably have the exact same thing that it was better than WrestleMania. So
Ooh.
you can't say oh because it absolutely was. I
No,
thought.
I think you look too much on the Travis Scott moment at WrestleMania,
Yeah, I do.
and I think that weighs it down a lot more than it actually is as bad as you think it is. Do you know what I mean?
Cause it's such a negative.
Yes,
It
but
should never have happened.
no, I get what you mean.
That it's just. I thought I had more fun watching SummerSlam than I did WrestleMania. I felt at some points at Mania, watching some of the matches, it was like a chore. Whereas SummerSlam, it felt a bit different. But obviously
No,
there was,
no, I'll give you that.
yeah, obviously there were some matches that wasn't great. But we'll get to them. But that happens. But we'll start with night one. Cardi B. Um, decided to read off a script, you know, typical
Yeah, it was
stuff.
a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just was weird. I had no idea what she was saying. I was like, just get off my screen. I don't want to ever see you ever again. Your music's crap, so just get on with it. But that's all I have to say for that. Uh, and then it kicked off, the bell didn't ring until I think it was like nearly 20 minutes into the show. 20 minutes in and no
Did it
match had
not?
even started.
Jesus.
Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeated Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. I would have had Bron and Bronson win this, if I'm honest. I feel like they needed it more than the other two, but it is what it
I
is.
I get what you're
Oh.
saying, but I think after what happens in the main event, I
Yeah,
think everything
definitely.
comes off fine. Nothing's wrong with them losing this match because the ending thought isn't they lost. It's oh Seth won more than it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But I thought it was. What was I gonna say? Jay getting the pin, I thought was different than Roman. I thought Roman would have picked Jay.
Yeah, no,
So I
I
was a bit.
agree. I did think that was a bit odd, but I don't hate it. They're
No, not
trying to
at all. Not at all.
show Jay still a bit of a strong character, even
Yeah.
if he may not be in some of our eyes.
hmm Still give him the credibility because
But
he's a former world champion now.
yeah,
But you know what? It was a good show opener as well. I thought
oh yeah, definitely got the crowd
it.
going.
Yeah,
The entrances, obviously, well, the entrance Romans, which just gives every Roman's entrance just gives everything a big feel.
yeah, it does. But they did get his pyro wrong.
You are such a nitpicker. Jesus.
They did get it wrong though. It was too early on the first one. He's walking down, the fireworks going off, and I was like, "Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Got to give it a couple more seconds." But that might just be how slow Roman is, to be honest. So I'm not going to blame
Yeah,
it on them.
just aura farming.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's all he does now. Aura farms for 2 weeks, then leaves.
He did almost kill himself though. Jesus, that was close,
Yeah, he
wasn't
did. He
it? The
basically did a
suicide dive.
yeah, he basically did an over dramatic front flip. That's basically what he did, and nearly landed on his neck. So,
Yeah.
so yeah. But you know what? It was a good match as well. As you said, it got the crowd going, which is exactly what it needed to do. And we're 2 minutes into the match, and Jey Uso's theme song has started playing again. So
I didn't hate it. It was cool.
it was. But yeah, it was decent. It was one. Probably like top three matches on this show, maybe top two to be fair.
What
Actually,
the whole show?
no, on night one, on night one.
Okay. I was gonna
I'd
say might have to
reminding
disagree with that one,
myself,
but
yeah, reminding myself of the other matches. I'd actually say it was the second best match on the show. Obviously, we know what the
I'd say
first is.
third, but
Okay.
yeah. Do we? I get it. But yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, moving on to my match of the night: Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeating Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez to become the new women's tag team champions. It's not really my match of the night. I was joking.
So fair. It's such a good match. Such
It
a
was all
fair
right, to be
set for
fair.
the. No, it was really good. I quite enjoyed it.
I liked the Charlotte thing where it looked like she was going to go for Alexa after she accidentally hit her, and then she went for
Yeah.
Raquel instead. I thought that was
Yeah, very much.
pretty good. But obviously, we're filming this after Raw's happened. We're filming this on a Tuesday. They just had an instant rematch 2 days later.
Well, that's what happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it did. It did. But you could give it more time. You could have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying do it at Clash in Paris, but you could have gave it like another like 2 weeks or so. But
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they're actually doing something with the women's tag
Or
titles now.
even if it's like a call you out next week sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
you could have had them have some sort of like altercation, but no, it's what it is.
yeah. It is what it is. I'm happy for Alexa as well. That she's got a title again. She still has the biggest popper this year, by the way,
Oh
when
yeah,
she returned at the Rumble, and nothing's been louder than that. No
no.
return, in my opinion, anyway. But
Ooh, I, d-
what do you mean?
I think that might have been eclipsed,
No,
but we'll talk about that
the
even later in
Alexa
this
the
and
Alexa
later in
pop
another
was
one.
louder. Yeah, the Alexa pop was louder and better. But we'll get to that. There's another thing, a stupid blooming Papa John's pizza advert. Did you see that?
No, no.
You didn't see it. It was after the tag match. That the New Day were there. LWO, Dragon Lee, by the
Oh no,
way.
yeah, I did see. Yeah,
Dragon Lee is not. He's not wrestling on SummerSlam. He's in a pizza advert. That's what we're doing with him. And they were arguing over who gets the last slice of a Papa John's pizza. It was
Papa John's
absolutely
pizza is
rubbish.
good though. To be fair,
I'm not saying it's not, but
it
it's
is good
absolutely
pizza.
rubbish. You've got you've
Yeah,
it
again
annoys
though,
me.
you're nitpicking. You can't
I
nitpick the
know,
adverts.
but you've got wrestlers
It's
like the
money. It's
LWO, and they are so much fun to watch, and you've got them in a pizza advert.
Yeah, but not everyone can get on the card.
I know, but the World Tag
If everyone got on the
Titles,
card, it'd be like all in and be like 6 hours show each night.
I know, but the World Tag Titles have not been on a PLE since I can't even remember. Probably WrestleMania, to be honest. I can't
Good.
think.
They've been crap.
Yeah, but how do you expect them to build any prestige if they're not being presented that way?
Yeah, but that's not because they're not on PLEs. You could give them good stories on Raw to build into a PLE, but they don't defend them other than against the LWO the other week. They don't really give any big story to them like they have with this whole 6 teams coming together for the ladder
Yeah,
match, which
I
should have
think
been at
that.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I
But
think that. I think the
well,
quality of the SmackDown tag teams are a lot better than Raw's.
yeah, no, they are, but that doesn't mean you can't use the good teams on Raw.
Yeah, I know. It's not. It's not a good enough. Well, yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah.
But we'll move on ranting about tag teams because we'll get to that. Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Cross in what the IWC would probably say was probably the worst match on the entire over both
It it
nights.
it was my worst match, I must say.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Um, I can't believe people thought Karrion was winning, and it was quite obvious that Sammy was winning.
Yeah.
The guy is winning the Rumble. I do have a hot take, by the
Oh
way,
my
but
god, here we go.
I'm not going to say it. I'll say it for the main event.
He's he's not gonna win the Rumble.
No, he might, but I would much rather see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42 than Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like the underdog story has gone too far,
Yeah,
in
he's
my
only an
opinion.
underdog for so long until you start
Yeah,
winning.
yeah, he's beat Gunther, he's beat this guy, he's beat that guy. He's not really an underdog anymore,
No,
just because he's a little bit
he's
smaller than them.
he's definitely not the ultimate underdog.
No, not at all.
He still gets builders.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It wasn't a great match. Obviously, Sammy did win, which is what he needed. Apparently, carrying Cross, his contract is up this weekend, and apparently it's not been renewed at all yet. So I wonder what happens with that. I do expect it'll be renewed, if I'm honest. I don't think they're gonna let him go.
It would be
The
a
f
huge fumble if they don't.
Yeah, I mean, carrying Cross, he has fans, obviously. But you know, he does divide opinions. Some people like him, some people don't. Some people think he's terrible. But yeah, it's just one of them. I think it's very alarming when after the SummerSlam Night 2 post show, I'm not even going to call it press conference because they ain't going to do them anymore. But like post show thingy, they were chanting "We want Cross" right after Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
returned, and obviously Triple
Uh,
H, being the big no self that he is, mistakes it for "We want Brock." He knew exactly what they were saying. But
yeah.
we'll move on. Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade Cargill to retain the women's championship. It was an okay match. It did its job. I don't think there
No,
was anything wrong with it.
I'd like to take this one, please, Luke.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought for the 7 minutes they had, as it says here, 7 minutes and 5 seconds, they did really. I thought it was a real. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did
I
as
thought it was
well.
really good.
I didn't I didn't watch Saturday live. I watched the main event and the first match. I watched those two. But what was it? I didn't watch any of the other stuff. So woke up and refreshed my phone and seen what everyone was talking about. And a lot of people were hating on Tiffany and Jade, and I was like, okay, then let me give it a watch and I'll give my opinion. And I watched it. I was like, there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Yeah, yeah, Jade is still green. She's not the best. I'm not
Mhm.
denying that, but it wasn't bad. The only
No.
thing,
That's the thing. It was. I
yeah,
think it was just a bit short. I think if
yeah,
it was longer, people wouldn't have hated it.
yeah. For the time they got and what they did, I thought it was perfect. But the one thing I will say is Jade beat Oscar in the Queen of the Ring tournament final. She's beat this person and that person, and then she loses in 7 minutes to Tiffany Stratton. I
Yeah.
know they've
No.
built, I know they've built Tiffany up big time, but I just thought it
No.
was
I know
like
what you're saying.
7 minutes, one moonsault. You know, it's just one of them things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did its job, and Tiffany retained. You got that one right, didn't you?
I did. I did get that one right
Because I said Jade. I don't know why. Don't really know why.
because you still think you were still thinking Naomi at Mania.
Yeah, I was. But to be fair, Crown Jewel coming up. They could have done Naomi and Jade again, and this time have
I
Naomi
think
win or
that's done
something.
now. I think that whole thing is done.
I hope it is, to be fair. I think when Bianca comes back, they'll start Bianca and Naomi.
Yeah.
I think that might be what's Naomi's ender, Bianca. I don't think it'll be Rhea. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll move on. Got no time to waste. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeat Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. I thought this was the right result.
Yeah. No, I think so too. I think
Uh,
hell of a match as well.
it wasn't bad. I
I
mean,
think
Jelly Roll is apparently like just like prime John Cena. Gets put through an announce table, gets all this stuff done to him, and still gets back up. You know what I mean?
it's Jelly
But
Roll, mate.
it's Jelly Roll.
If you've seen what he's been through, he can get back from anything, mate.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean,
But
it wasn't bad. It was a decent showing from Jelly Roll. I'll give it to him. Not his first match on a big stage. You can't take anything away from him. But what was I going to say? I rate him for taking the loss though.
yeah,
Because a lot
Yeah,
of people
no,
could have just turned around and go, "No, I'm not losing."
I think
One of them things.
there was a lot of surprises in the match in the sense of what Jelly Roll took more than what Jelly Roll did. I
Yeah,
mean, everything he did towards the end of like the Randy Orton-esque power slam. I know he didn't really have much to do with it, but it looked pretty cool.
yeah, yeah,
And I think even taking the bump, Logan's frog splash, I
yeah,
thought fair play to you. You don't really have to do that.
yeah. Fair play, absolutely. Uh, but yeah, right winners, Drew and Logan. Ma mainly for Drew, really. I don't really care about Logan. But I think Drew could be Cody's first challenger.
Oh, I'd love that, but that means Drew's gonna lose.
It does. But I think there's a way you can work around it. Because I've still got a slight feeling Drew could be seen as last match. But I don't want to. I'm going to
There's a
throw it
long way
out
to
there.
go.
It is a long way to go. I think it'll either be him or Gunther. Or I think it'll be one of them two.
Him Gunther would be so good.
It should have happened at Mania for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, we know,
No holds
Luke.
barred or last man standing, you know. But we'll move on to which was obviously the best match on this show and potentially
Yes.
arguably the best match across both nights, but I don't think it was.
No.
CM Punk defeating Gunther to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. That was brilliant. I know a lot of
Such
people,
a good match.
yeah, it was brilliant.
Such a good match.
Some people did say, oh, they could have shedded a little bit of time off it because at parts it was really slow, but they're not two high flyers. It's CM Punk and Gunther.
Exactly.
It's not going to be the quickest thing in the world.
I think both main events showed that you don't need a high flyer flipping about the place
It's still really
to
fun
make a
to
good
have it.
match. Yeah, no, I'm not saying like, oh, no high flyers, only proper wrestling. And what I'm saying is more like a slowed down match can still be really good and
Yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah, definitely. And I think them two uh, put on a great match. I do think CM put you'll when we do the video of the Wrestling Waffle Awards, like it means anything, and we do like our top five, top 10 wrestlers of the year. I think CM Punk will definitely be in my top 10.
Fair enough.
But
No, he's had some
S-
big results to be fair. This one, he beat Seth on um, Netflix premiere, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
And he's just the Cena stuff was good. So
Yeah,
yeah, no, I back that.
yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, and then obviously Seth cashed in after CM Punk was champion for 5 minutes. Drew's reign was longer. Seth is now World Heavyweight Champion once again. I think you had a feeling once his music hit, you just had the feeling, didn't you? It's like, yeah, he's not gonna. He'll come out on his crutches, but he's not gonna. He's gonna cash in. He's not gonna just stand there.
Yeah, I think I don't like the way he walked back and let go of the crutches. I didn't like purely that because it was quite a long amount of time that Punk could have sort of thought, hang on, he's not injured, he's thrown the crutches away, and he took so long to take off the brace. Why didn't Punk just,
Yeah,
head off into the crowd and, no chance?
that was
So,
the
you
one
know what I mean?
thing. I
You
was
could have
like,
sort of,
Punk could have used his Money in the Bank 2011 instincts and just ran off.
exactly.
I don't get why he didn't, but yeah, I mean, what can you do? Seth is World Heavyweight Champion again. I hope. Well, his first reign was really good, in
I hope we
parts.
see it defended more again.
Yeah,
We started well
definitely.
last night with LA Knight. Not the ending we
Yeah,
all wanted with LA Knight winning, but
he
you know.
was never gonna win. LA
No, I
Knight is not.
know. I'm not
He's
that
not winning
silly.
that title.
Jeez.
But yeah, I just wish Gunther's. He's had two world title reigns now, and they've just not been great.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Obviously, he didn't really have the time in this second one, because he only had it for like what 50 odd days. But
And he only had it to defend it against Goldberg.
Yeah, he only yeah, that, literally he only had it just so he could defend it against Goldberg. But yeah, he'll get more. He'll get more, and obviously he's injured at the minute, isn't he? So
I wouldn't hate Gunther Cody.
no, I wouldn't. We've seen it
That would
once.
be,
Roll up
yeah.
finish. This time, a clean finish. That was one thing that was really refreshing in both main events. No run-ins, no ref bumps, none of this
That's what I
crap
was
that
just
they
about to
always do.
say. It was a
Yeah,
clean shows main
it was
event
so
twice.
nice. It was
Yeah.
so nice to have it. But we'll move on to night two, and Naomi beat Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to retain the Women's World Championship. I thought it was a decent match.
I thought they cooked until the finish.
Yeah, the finish was a bit off. I thought it would have been better if Naomi would have robbed Io or Rhea
Yeah.
because you could have built on that a bit more. But then she does the riptide to Io and then she just rolls up Rhea. I thought it was a bit flat.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm not
And
doing with
then
this
tried
match,
to pull the tights, didn't she? She
yeah,
tried, sort of tried, and then it didn't really come off, did it?
I mean it's perfectly blooming legal anyway. It's a triple threat match. But
Yeah.
yeah, the one thing I did say I'm not going to compare this to the WrestleMania triple threat at all because it's two completely different matches. Um, Obviously the Mania one was better. But I think a lot of people went in probably knowing that Naomi was going to win. And I do
Yeah.
think, yeah, I
You're not
do
going to
think
give her
her
that big
reign,
moment and not have a longish reign.
yeah,
I don't
I
think.
think she's going to have it for a little bit. I think she beat Stephanie at Clash in Paris as well,
Yeah.
which might be a hot take, might not be, I don't know. But I think she beats her. But yeah, we'll move on to another, well, a contender for match of the weekend that could have
I'd
stole
say
the weekend.
maybe match of the year,
Oh, and that
contender,
is
contender. I'm
the
not saying
Wyatt
it's match of the
Six.
year. Sorry,
Yeah,
go on.
the Wyatt Six retain the titles in the ladder match. I wasn't really fussed who won, to be honest,
No, neither.
but it was an insane match. I loved it.
Yeah, from every table, every woman getting involved, Candice LeRae almost dying.
Yeah,
Have you seen the clip of Ciampa and Gargano getting interviewed with her after?
no, I've not seen it.
Ciampa just sort of just shouts, "They could have killed they could have killed a woman," and then was like, "The Street Profits." He just shouts, not even on the mic. Like, is it Jackie
Ja
Redmond? I think it
yeah,
was
Jackie Redmond.
her
Yeah,
name. I think she was doing the interview, and you could just she's got the mic with Candice, and you could just hear him shout, "They almost murdered a woman." It just really made me laugh.
it made me laugh when Gargano just put his thumb up to her, like, you're right.
Yeah, you okay? I'm gonna go try a good times.
Yeah, but there was some mad spot. The Spanish fly from Axiom to Angelo was insane, or it might have been the other way around. I can't remember. But that bit,
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah.
I found a bit that was
It,
funny was when Nathan Fraser tried to do the edge spot to Champa and spear him, and then Champa just
and Champa pulled his like, yeah. I was just about to say
lifted
that.
himself up. He's seen that
That
too
was
many
very good.
times.
That was very good.
Yeah, but it was really good. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the Wyatt Six winning. I think they were. I think they were always going to. If I'm honest.
Yeah,
I know the ladder match could have been a good way to get the titles off them by protecting them in a bit, but they've not had them long. You got to let it play out, see what they can do.
yeah.
I
And
wouldn't
in
say
that
they're,
tag division, they could
yeah,
do pretty much anything. It could be incredible.
yeah. Um, I just hope the Wyatt Six booking is a little bit better now. It's not been the greatest thing in the world, but what can you do?
No.
I just hope, I hope we get to see Bo Dallas a bit more.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
one thing. I mean, I thought he was just going to sit on the chair the entire match, to be fair.
You know what would be really cool? Hear me out here. The White Six and the Bloodline going at it. Wow. What is it called? My Family
My
Tree.
family tree.
Sorry. Um, I think that would be quite cool because like you could have a bloodline rules match, just everyone's running in for each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Have a Hikuleo and Nikki Cross crossover.
yeah. I mean, we'll just
Sorry,
get to the US
took
title
words on
match
there.
now. I think we both had the same outcome, the My Family Tree getting involved to help Solo win,
Yeah,
whatever. I think we all expected that to happen.
I think yes. I think they missed a trick. They could have brought Jay out. I thought.
Maybe.
I know he's not got anything to do with it, but it would have been a nice surprise considering it was like 4-on-2.
Yeah, true. Um,
Like Jimmy coming out was cool and all, but they could have brought Jay out and had the big that everyone pop for the entrance to come in have him help,
yeah,
and they could
but
still have Solo win. They just
I was gonna say if you bring Jay out, you've kind of got to have Jacob win after that, I think.
yeah, but the numbers game. Come on.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. But yeah, Solo's reign continues. In my opinion, it's a good thing because I think he's been all right, to be fair.
He's
Jacob,
very funny.
yeah, he's very funny. Jacob will be fine. He'll probably boost himself up to the main event scene now, or even get the US title back again at some point. I don't know, but
Yeah,
he'll be fine. But we'll move back to the order. Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria to retain the women's IC title. Obviously, Bailey accidentally punched Lyra with a chain. I thought it was pretty. I thought this was probably the most shocking result of the weekend, to be honest,
yeah. No, I agree.
because a lot of people. Well, we both had Lyra winning, didn't we?
Yeah,
But obviously now Becky's reign continues. I thought the
looking
match was
like
all right. The crowd were a bit flat for it, but that was because it was right after that tag match, which probably didn't
yeah.
help. But yeah, Becky's next feud is against Nikki Bella.
Don't get me started. I could go for years.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, but
There's a story there.
there is, but like they brought these women's mid card titles in not to use it on one of the most established women in probably the most established woman in WWE and Nikki Bella, who's a Hall of Famer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
But
obviously now Lyra looks to be continuing her feud with Bailey, so that's what's going on. But yeah, we've got 7 minutes, so we want to talk about the main event as long as possible. So AJ beats no, AJ does not beat Dom, sadly.
we wish.
Dom beats AJ to retain the Intercontinental title. Um, I think they're going to do a rematch.
It makes sense with the
I
Clash of
think
Powers
from
card.
yeah, I think from Raw it looks like they're going to do a rematch, and I hope they do, and I hope AJ wins in Paris. I think that'd be amazing because they've obviously seen the reaction AJ got the other year and gone, you know what? When we go back, he's got to have a big moment. And
Yeah,
that was AJ's, well, I think he said it himself. That was his last SummerSlam as well, probably. So,
that's if he does retire. That's if he does
yeah,
retire.
I think he has one more in him. But
Yeah, me
I
too.
think he kind of said that just in case he doesn't get on it next year, which he probably will.
He's AJ Styles for crying out loud.
Yeah, he's AJ Styles. But yeah, we'll get to the main event. Just so we've got, a good 5 minutes to talk about this. Cody Rhodes defeats John Cena to become the new undisputed WWE champion. Yeah, I think this was probably match of the weekend, wasn't it?
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
Yeah,
It was so good.
I think it's one of the best WWE matches that there's been in a long time. I know Punk and Gunther were good, it was incredible. I think those two were probably the best we've had for a very long time in WWE anyway. Like there's been good matches, but like match of the year contenders.
Yeah,
You had Super Cena against Super Cody. That's exactly what it was.
I still can't believe Cena kicked out of three.
The triple
Crossroads.
crossroads. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. But the referee was counting that slow throughout the
Oh
entire
my
match
god.
anyway. That
You
it
sort
was
of
like,
started to figure out. It was
yeah,
like, okay, so he's kicking out of this one.
he's definitely because he had his arm in the air for like 5 seconds every time.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And then Cody kicked out of 8 attitude adjustments.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. But that's Super Cena and that is Super Cody for you. So I think one bit that was really funny was when Cena went on the Cody Vader and had him in the AA position.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. I've
That
seen
was
an
pretty
edit of someone put Cody's theme over it, which is funny. Do you want to know something? I
good.
guarantee that was John's idea as well. I
Mhm.
guarantee. He was like, you know what, that thing looks cool. Let me go on it. I guarantee that's what he said. Wait till the next Unreal documentary comes out.
We doing a video on that, by the way, because I would like to.
Yeah, absolutely. I've
Yes,
just
good.
finished it, so we will do it. We'll
Yes.
do it at some point. Um, but yeah, brilliant match. Cody wins. I think a lot of people had Cody winning. I know people had Cena winning, but I think they proved that the babyface versus babyface thing could have worked, would have worked at WrestleMania as well.
Yeah, no, I think watching that, they're going to be like, we should have just gone babyface
Yeah,
at Mania.
Cena should never have turned heel. Should never have turned heel. That's not who John Cena is.
Nah.
But after the match, we're going to do a separate video on this, so we won't mention it for long. Brock Lesnar returns to WWE and takes out John Cena afterwards. I think we both have a split opinion on it, which is a good thing.
Yes. It's not
Um,
like, because I completely get what you're saying when
yeah,
you say this. Again, we'll save it. I'll shush. We'll save it.
we'll save it. But was it needed? I don't think it was. I think it's just another one of them things where, get a big moment just to get people talking for the next, well, until Lesnar shows up again. But it does look like it's going to be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar next. Which, I mean, at the start of this retirement tour, you would not have put that match there because you just wouldn't thought it was going to happen again. But it is. And it's probably going to happen at Clash in Paris. So, but yeah, we are going to do a separate video on Brock Lesnar. Um, but that is it for our SummerSlam review. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. By the analytics of the predictions video, people did like the SummerSlam predictions, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.